Hey everyone, it's Emily here from Phoenix Gateway, and I'm here to bring you a general weekly reading for the week 2nd to the 8th of December. I am working with my Sacred Geometry Healing cards, and these are the second edition. They are available to purchase, and the links will be below in the reading. So I'd actually like to start off with the card at the bottom of the deck, because it actually did fall out, and I just felt it really pertinent, because we are in the last month of 2019, about to go into a whole new decade, and it is also the last month of the year, and really things are starting to wind up for us. And I think it's really important, because reflection is something that is pertinent for us all to really do. It's about reflecting on how far we've come. It's reflecting back on the changes that we've need to create within ourselves, both on a personal and a business level. It is reflecting back on the challenges that have been in front of us, and the amount of immense gratitude that we have also found within the lessons that we have had to go through. It is a reflection on the closest, on ourselves as well, because I know, even like speaking for myself, the changes that I've had to create, the belief systems that I've had to release to get to where I am now has been huge, and I just have immense gratitude for that, for me. And it's knowing that, as I reflect back and see where I've been and where I am now and how far I've come, is really beautiful. And I really, like I said, there's a lot of gratitude for me personally, and I know for many will feel the same. Okay, so with reflection there, reflecting upon our life experience, what is it else that we can get from messages? Oh, okay, that is way too many. I'm going to put this back, but there's one that has fallen. And I really love this card, and I'm actually going to use it because it was the only one on the ground. It fell on my dog below. This is love frequency, and love frequency, this is a time, again, as we're going through this reflection, a big aspect here with love frequency is actually the mirror that we see within ourselves. So it's about really working on the element of our self-love and self-work. It's the introspection that we have done within ourselves. And I think this is really beautiful, because not only is it the work that we then do within ourselves, in our relationships with others, whether it be a partnership, whether it be as in a soulmate connection or a love connection, or in a business connection, or in a family connection. It is then that mirror aspect of what we are reflecting within each other. And it then comes back to what is it that we see, how far we have come, and then the work and the challenges that we have really risen above within ourselves. So again, as I said, one of my favorite cards of the deck is the love frequency, that mirror image, that connection. I think also for others, it may be that, you're really coming in, if you are in a relationship with someone right now, I actually feel that there are some big shifts going to happen within those relationships. And of course, they can go either way, but I'm looking at this, that if there's a relationship that's working and doing well for you, that really it's about bringing it to that next level, that connection that you hold together. Okay, balance this week, really important, to maintain the balance within your life. You know, we're coming into the silly season, and it's really, really busy, and it's about getting work finished, or having to do that last minute shopping, or you know, whatever it may be that you're working on right now. Just take that time for you. Take that time, you know, make sure that you take a breather and you just balance yourself. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you know, go outside maybe and take a little walk, or go and sit by a tree, or take your shoes off and walk on the grass, go for a swim. Go to the gym. You know, for each one of us, it's very different to what it is that we do. The next card is to help with a balance. We could actually work with the ancient sound frequencies. So to create that balance, we're going to work with these purest of these purest of tones, and we can work with these tones to bring ourselves back into balance in our, you know, mind, body, and soul. And these tones are very readily available on the internet. And what's also really beautiful is that I actually create these vibrational elixirs, and funny enough, that's come through because these are 4 of the 9 solfeggio frequencies. So just to show you that I have created, so you can actually work with it like a homeopathic, and actually ingest and work with that frequency within the body. I'm just going to pull a couple more cards. What have we got here? Okay, we've actually got 4, so I'm just going to take it, just leading on from balance and ancient sound frequencies. Again, imperative that the message and the tone has been set. Really important to look after you and your energy levels. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, inundated, you know, come back, step back, take time out for you. Go for a breather, as I said before. If you're feeling absolutely exhausted and you can't go on, it's okay to have that moment where you just step back and you actually go and lie down, or you just you know, just take yourself offline. It's really okay, because we need to make sure that we have we're balanced in on all levels, and our energy levels are up, so that we can complete what it is we need to on time as well. And for some, it actually may even come through meditation. So as we're working on balancing and you know, and working on our energy levels, one of the ways you may do that is through meditating. Just keep believing, trusting that everything you're doing is going to work out the way it is all meant to be. And you know, so don't lose faith if you're starting, you know, if you are going into that overwhelm, being of where we're at, you know, coming to the closure of the end of the year. Just believe, trust, have faith that everything will happen as it's meant to be, and it will all be done on the time that it needs to be done. So really look after you. And it's just coming back here, you know, we're looking at from the beginning, you know, when we brought in that element of love frequency, and I think it's just stepping back, or stepping in, sorry, back into that heart space, and knowing, you know, just knowing that with what we're doing is we're self-reflecting, and the frequencies that we're working on are that of love of self. And then it, you know, as we're working on that introspection, is then being you know, we can then throw it out externally into the relationships that are all around us. And that when we look after ourselves, as we can see here, creating the balance within our lives, looking after our energy levels, you know, and believing and having faith. And you can see the heart energy that is also within here, having that open heart, is that when we, you know, with that belief system and within the balance, we're still able to give with so much love for, you know, first and foremost within ourselves, but for everything that we do, everything that we touch within our lives. So it's so imperative to create that balance and keep your energy levels going. So have a wonderful week this week. Be gentle and kind on yourself, and make sure that you do take care of those energy levels and your balance. And I will speak with you next week. Okay, bye for now.